Okay, let's talk about attendance calling, which is kind of the bread and butter of the whole system. It's why you would really connect your SIS system. So if we're sending out attendance calls with an SIS system, I'll go over SIS system in this video. In the next video, I'll go over like SFTP, or another video I'll go over CSV. It's all relatively the same. Um, it's just with like SFTP or with CSV, you kind of have to do a bit more. That's why we recommend using an SIS system. So for sending out an Aeries attendance call, and Powerschool and Skyward are all the same as well. First notice is the student's first priority contact will be sent to call. So it's not every single, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, stepmom, stepdad, guardians. It's not everyone receives the message. It's the first priority contact. So if mom's the priority, mom's getting the message. If stepdad's the priority for whatever reason, stepdad's getting the message. First thing we want to do is send or toggle this so that it is enabled. Next thing we want to do is set a call time. Most people shoot for like 10:30 a.m. There we go. But you can choose that whenever you want. This should be set for a time when you know that all the attendance will be marked in your system. If it's like 11 o'clock, uh, if you set this for like 11 o'clock and the teachers finally bring in the markings at 11:05, it's too late. It's not gonna the call will already be sent out, and there is no sending out again. That's a big thing that I cannot stress enough, and it's in bold up here. Only one attendance call batch may be sent for a single day. If calls have already gone out today, there is no resending. The system will not allow you to send out multiple attendance calls in a single day. It collects the data once, and then it starts sending out calls. That's it. Next thing we're going to do is choose which schools we want to schedule calls for. And I'll just stick with that Eagle alternative because that's the one I tested with the most. Okay, so I have that selected. The next thing we're going to do, and this is one that everyone forgets, is we're going to select Eagle alternative in this edit school settings, and we're going to hit edit. So this is going to prompt you to select which codes, which attendance codes you want to send out for. So if a student is tardy and you don't want to, send out calls for tardiness, you can, omit that one. But if we want to send out for unverified absences, we can send out that one. And you might have multiple unverified absences, like the unexcused absence, for example. So you can provide multiple um, different absence codes here. And these are the absence codes that Aeries is currently has. And you might, have a bunch more in I don't know where it would be. I think attendance accounting probably, wherever you go to create new absence codes. So you can choose which ones you want to send out for, and then we'll hit save. And lastly is the attendance recorded message. So this is the message. It's an automated message. So this is the message that is sent out. And what these are, these little bracket messages, let me zoom in a bit more. What these little brackets are placeholders. So this is the message that's sent out, and then the student's first name and student's last name is replaced here. And the attendance status is let me open that back up. Yes, is the long description, not the marking, the long description, unverified absence or unexcused absence. Uh, that's the attendance status there. So whatever marking they have, that will be replaced right here, the long description for it. And then you could also use date today if you want to provide today's date in the message. You can also, one that's not showing here is this is a message from, instead of school district, you could say this is a message from school underscore name, because the student's school name is recorded as well. So you could also use this is a message from school name. Uh, you know, Test student or whichever you want to say was marked absent or something like that. So you'll mark down the message you want to send, And lastly, just hit Save Changes. This will toggle attendance calling for your school. After you do this once, you never have to do it again. You just got to make sure that by the selected call time, the attendance is all recorded.